Thank you. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. This is a good afternoon, I believe, for the American people. I want to first congratulate Senator Dole and Senator Graham for leading a political upheaval yesterday in America that's going to mean a lot for the working men and women of America. For 16 years, 8 years in the House and 8 years in the Senate, I've tried hard to work within the Democratic Party, a party that I grew up with in the South. But I can tell you it has been frustrating because I thought there was room in the Democratic Party for a conservative Southern Democrat such as myself representing my people from Alabama and other areas of the South. But I can tell you there's not. There's not room. So officially right now, I am changing parties to a party of hope for America, not a party of dependency, to the Republican Party effective immediately. Some of you might say, well, what have the Republicans offered you? And I can tell you what they've offered me, a lot of hard work and nothing else. I haven't asked for anything, but I can tell you this, I'm going to continue to work for the people of Alabama and the people of America to make government smaller, but make business create jobs. And I believe that's what the American people want, is an opportunity, not dependency. And I'm hoping in the future that you're going to see more Southern Democrats cross that line and come back to the philosophy where they want to go and where they belong. Thank you for coming here today. I'm going to yield to Senator Dole.
Thank you very much. I've done a little exit polling. I thought this might happen. So let me say that I certainly welcome Senator Shelby to the Republican Party. Everybody here knows for some time, a long time, as he just said, there's been no room for him in the Liberal Democratic Party. He's not a tax and spend Democrat. He's a conservative Democrat. Less taxes, less regulation, less spending, more opportunities for the individual. And that's the reason for the change. So I want to thank Senator Shelby and Phil Graham and certainly everybody who's encouraged Senator Shelby to make this move. That now gives us 53 to 47. We'll be happy to accept other applications. Thank you very much.
Phil Graham and I came to Congress together in 1978. We've worked together. We've worked opposite of each other on few occasions, not many. But he's been after me for some 14 years, I think, to come to the Republican Party, to come to the philosophy of our forebears. And I've done it, but he was relentless in asking me, telling me, said, come on home. I'm home with him, and I look forward to working with him.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. A decade ago, I faced the same decision that Richard Shelby has faced today. And that is, I was a member of a party that stood for more government, that believed that more government was the path for opportunity and growth in America. And yet, all over the world and all over our country, and especially in my old congressional district, I saw that opportunity and freedom was what made it possible for ordinary people like you and me to be able to do extraordinary things. And so I had to make a choice between a party that believes in government and a party that believes in opportunity and freedom. And the party of opportunity and freedom today, the party of the people who do the work and pay the taxes and pull the wagon in America, is the Republican Party. And I'm proud to be a member of that party. And Richard, I am very proud to welcome you to the Republican Party. We know this was a difficult decision. We know it took a lot of courage. We love you. We're proud to have you in our party, and we welcome you not just as a member, but as a leader, and we look forward to following your leadership.
And it's a great day. You don't know how free I feel.
You look better, too, already.
Thank you. I don't know about that.
Free at last.
Any questions? We're going to take several questions. We'll take. Go ahead.
When did you make the decision, and what changed your mind since you've been denying for months that you were going to do
Well,
this?
I never said never, if you'll recall. I never gave the Sherman statement. I made sure that I didn't. But I tell you, when 2 years ago, when the President of the United States was elected, sworn in, I had high hopes for a new beginning, a new Democrat, a new look at things. But some of you will recall I was the first one that recognized that the tax man was coming again, and he certainly did. And I was outspoken on that. And then other things. So I have thought about it, wanted to work with the party, but I'll tell you, I have come to the conclusion today that the party of the future is the Republican Party, and the Republican Party is the party of opportunity for the working men and women of America.
Why did you wait until today? What was it about today that made you change your party?
Well, first of all, why I did it today, I thought I would add one more vote to the Republican majority. I thought it would be strengthening them in what they need to do, and it would be another message across America.
Doesn't that seem like opportunism, though?
Well, there's no opportunity other than from the American people. You know, it would have been easier for me to stay in the Democratic Party, but why stay in something where it's harder and harder to represent your beliefs and the beliefs of the overwhelming majority of the people that you represent in my state of Alabama, I believe.
Senator Dole, what does this extra vote do for you?
Going to do a lot for us. A lot of things are won by one vote around here, lost by one vote. But I think, as Phil said, it's not only being an extra vote, it's being a leader, a good conservative voice in the Republican side, and someone who's concerned about his state and thought long and hard about this. I can tell you did, because we've talked about it before. I kept saying to him, you'd make a great Republican leader, and he is a leader.
Maybe now, huh?
Yeah, maybe now. So it's a very important, not just a vote, but the man himself. He's well respected and very, probably the most popular political figure in the state of Alabama, and we're very proud to have him join us today.
What did you have to give Senator Shelby for his crossing over?
He said it right, nothing. We went back and looked in 1964, had been the last party change. That was Senator Thurman. Lateral transfer, you protect your seniority, and we respect that. You got to protect anybody's seniority. So that's precisely what's happened in this case.
Senator Dole, Senator Dole, when you talked to the president, did you tell the president he'd lost another Democrat, and how did that conversation go?
I thought it went all right.
Senator, a wire service exit poll in Alabama last night showed that the voters there did not, or said that the voters did not want you to change parties. How is this going to play with your home
First
state
of all,
constituents?
that poll's not very credible. That poll also said that Jim Folsom was going to be elected governor of Alabama and some other things. And I believe the people of Alabama will respect my decision, will overwhelmingly back my decision, and 4 years from now, which will be the real test, will re-elect me to the United States Senate, because I'm going to continue to work hard for the people of Alabama and give an opportunity for everybody in America, and I believe that's what most of them are.
Senator, would you have switched if the Democrats had retained control of the Senate?
I may have. I don't know. That's a moot question, John.
You alluded to a new Republican governor. You also alluded to Senator Graham several times. Why not do what he did, resign your seat, and ask for a Republican appointment?
Well, I tell you what, I would like to do that if I were a House member where a governor could not make an appointment to the seat. But you know, the Constitution, when there's a vacancy in the Senate, the governor make an appointment, and Alabama would lose my seniority. I believe that the decision will be made in 4 years, and I believe it will be a positive decision.
Senator, you, of course, underwent prostate cancer surgery earlier this year, and when you came back, you told some of us in the Alabama media that really made you pause and think long and hard about your future. Did that have anything to do with this decision today?
Well, I'm sure it makes all of us pause and think. If you hadn't had prostate cancer surgery, I don't recommend it for any of the men, you know, here. But I can tell you that any serious surgery will give you time off to think. But what I was thinking about, Mike, in that regard is, where is America going? What's happening to America? What's happening to the young people's opportunities? It's too late for me, you know. I'll make it some way, I hope. But what about the unborn and the young? We've just 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago, not quite that, put the biggest tax burden in the history of this country. I voted against that, I fought against it, and I'll continue to do that. I think the message all across America yesterday is the message I've been talking about for 16 years. Less government, bigger opportunities. Let people handle a lot of their own problems where they can, and encourage them to do this, not the message that the president's been giving out.
Do you expect to have any role? People have been talking about leadership and being involved in leadership. Do you expect to have any role either on a committee or in more general Republican leadership in the near future?
Well, I'm not running against the leader. If I had the votes, I might, you know. But I've only been a Republican for 10 minutes, I guess.
I wanted to respond to that. The great thing about the Republican Party is we have a merit system and not a seniority system. And I think a lot of people in Alabama are going to respond to Senator Shelby's change by saying, sitting around the kitchen table, making decisions about our family, we came to this conclusion a long time ago. What took Senator Shelby so long? We're glad he made the decision. We were for him as a Democrat. We're going to be for him as a Republican.
How about a couple more?
Senator, follow on an earlier question. Do you worry, though, about the appearance that by announcing the switch this morning, the day after Republicans take over, it is going to appear that rather than this being driven philosophically, it is driven simply by opportunity? You want to stay as part of the majority.
Well, I tell you what, I am interested in an opportunity to help build a stronger America. Yeah, that's the kind of opportunity I'm interested in, and that's the kind of opportunity I'm going to get over there as part of the Republican majority. As far as opportunity for myself, no. You know, I'm too old for that now. If I were 40 years old, I might be interested in opportunity, but I am interested in opportunity for the American people. Yeah, wait a minute.
Senator, this is the first time since Ulysses Grant was president that the typical Southern House member, the typical Southern Senate member is a Republican. Did that fact have anything to do with your switch today?
Well, this has been growing a long time. I can tell you from working in the Democratic Party since I was in college that I was always in the conservative wing of the party, a party that so many of the Southerners were part of and brought leadership to the country from. But that exists very few of those seats today. And I believe that the sea change going on, not only in the country, but especially in the South, is just accepting the basic philosophy of a lot of my predecessors in the Senate had. They just going in the other party.
Senator Dole, is the South now Republican territory? Absolutely. Is it your base?
Well, I'm surrounded by two examples right here, and I think no doubt about it. We made big gains there yesterday, and this is certainly another one today. So we're going to continue all over America. We made gains everywhere, but particularly in the South, and we're very proud, as I said again, to have Rick Shelby standing here with us, and he'll be a big asset to our majority.
Senator Shelby,
One more question.
is there anyone else in the Democratic Party who you might offer this? Anyone else in particular in the Democratic Party who you might offer this opportunity to?
Well, I can't. All I can do is say, look, there's a place for you over there, and there's some people that you know about, you in the press, in the Democratic Party, that would feel better about themselves and feel better about what they're doing over in the Republican Party, because there's nothing like being frustrated and being part of a party of no hope but all dependency. Thank you for coming out.